Welcome to Kusum.net. This is ASP.NET MVC tutorial and you are watching part 77 custom action filters in MVC. In this session you will learn how to create custom action filters and how to use to create log files in ASP.NET MVC and to create error messages into the log file of exception you can see here, right? Before watching this video, please watch my part 74, 75 and 76. In part 76 I was explained about validate input attributes in MVC. So let's see today about this custom action filters in MVC. So actions are public methods in a controller and action filters are attributes, and that attributes can be run before action method execution or after action method execution. So that can be applied either on a controller or on a controller action method, which allows us to add pre and post processing logic to the action methods. Okay, so in simple terms, an action filter allows us to execute some custom code either just before an action method is executed or immediately after an action method complete execution. Means you have to run the code for it before method will be run or after method will processing, right? So we have discussed some of the built-in action filters in the previous sessions of this video series, like in part 70 authorize attributes, in part 72 handle error attribute, 73 output catch attribute, in part 75 require https attribute, and in part 76 validate input attributes, right? So before watching this video, please watch these parts to cover up these action filters, and then you can go with this custom action filters so you can understand easily. So today we will make a custom action filters and to generate a log file. uh, the log file will be created for the exception and for the execution of the pages by login users, right? Here we will don't create the login login users, but we will execute the page and display the uh, logging advices here. Who has logged and which controller is executing or action is executing and which exception on which time it was created, like that. Okay, so the custom action filter that we are going to build should log the following information to a text file: the name of the controller, the name of the action method, the execution time. If there is an exception, log the exception message and the time of the exception, like this. Okay, this is the sample of that error log file which we are going to create. So custom action filters in MVC. There are four types of filters in ASP.NET MVC. Authorization filters implements I authorization filter, means it inherits from I authorization filter. So when we process, when we make the code, we need I authorization filter to inherit, okay, from there uh, to access this I authorization filter. So example include authorization attribute and require attribute. These filters run before any other filter. Okay, so these two filters are very necessary. Action filters implement I action filter. Okay, when any method processing use, you need I action filter, and in result filters it will implements from I result filter. Okay, so the example of these result filters are output catch attributes, and exception filters implements I exception filter, and its examples include handle error attribute. Okay, so let's start to create log files. Okay, let's flip to the Visual Studio and gonna to create that files. So welcome. Okay, welcome. Just is running. Okay, 6:45. This welcome method also a string method, return with exception. Okay, so throw new exception, throw new exception, exception occurred, right? Exception occurred. So whenever the exception will be executed, that time this message will be generated, and when the index method will invoked, at that time this result, this message will be displayed. Okay, and now we will create one folder. Create the folder named, suppose, common. Add folder, new folder. Give it the name common. Okay. Now this common folder have one class. We will create one class for this common folder and give name it track execution time. Okay, track execution time. Okay, and in this class now we will write the logic for the creation of the log file. Okay, before that we have to create one folder again where the log error will be generated, text file will be generated. So suppose it this new folder name is suppose data, and inside of that I will create one text file and will give it the name data.txt. Okay, text file, and the name is data, same name. Okay, the log error file will be generated here in this data.txt. Okay, now inside of this track execution time.cs class I will write the logic. Before writing the logic I will add the namespace using system.web.mvc, right? And here I will inherit it from action filter attribute. Okay, action filter attribute, and for exception I will use exception filter, right? And will override the methods like override what action when the action is executed that time, and when the action is executing that time what the method will be used, that I will implement here. So override on action executing. Okay, this method will be created. The second one is override on executed. Okay, this we will generate four methods for action, and for action executing, and for action executed, and for result executing and result executed. Okay, and then one again exception, for exception the five methods, fifth method. And to generate login creation we will create one method log execution time. So let's create again. The third one is override for result executing. So on result executing. Okay, and override result executed. Okay, so these four methods let's first implement. Okay, in these four methods I will copy the code because it's too long and we have time limitation. Okay, saved, delete this, and we will create this string message for it, this one. Okay, let's paste here. So string message equal to filter context dot action descriptor dot controller descriptor dot the controller name. In the log file it will display first the controller name, then action name. So add the symbol and then filter context dot action descriptor plus action name. Okay, and then plus another symbol on action executing. Okay, on action executing datetime dot now dot to string means the time and date of that. Okay, let's delete this, no need this here. No, it's need, so control Z again. Because we have to display the message of log executing. uh, in place of log execution time. Okay, we have not created this method, so it displays the error. Let's create this method of the log execution. So private void log execution time. Inside of that we will pass the data. Suppose it is string data, and let's invoke is using file not happened. Okay, we have to add one namespace so that the text file will be executed using that, using system.io, right? Input output. Now it will take the file. So file dot append all text dot current append all text, and inside of the bracket http context dot current from where, from server. Take the information from server and let's map path with the path from where, from this, where you will send the text messages in the text file of this string data, and inside of the data.txt. Okay, log file will be created here. Okay, and using this parameter data. So this data, right? So this is completed now, and one exception method is also remaining. So first we have created this executing. Now copy this all things from here and paste it here. Okay, we will just delete this thing. Okay, filter context dot action descriptor, and here we will use executed, not executing. Okay, and here also executed, this executing. Also this controller name, it's okay, action name okay, on executed. Okay, we will change here the word executed, datetime dot now dot to string, and this log execution time message. Okay, so it will display the log execution time message. Okay, and now for result executing. Okay, on result executing context, and for this delete this message and copy this, paste it here, and with this string message filter context dot, in place of now this action descriptor we will use a root data values. Okay, so route data dot values, and inside of that values of controller, right? So we will write controller dot toString. So dot toString, complete this, delete this, add for action now. Okay, now for this plus we will add root data dot values and action. So copy this same one from here and just paste it here and change the name from controller to action. Okay, this. So this is finished. On execution, this for executing. Okay, so change this word executing. And for this result executed, so this. Okay, and we will use from here, copy this all things and paste it here. One thing is remaining, log execution time message have to display here. So log execution time message for this also. Okay, for result executing, and for result executed also need this log execution time message, right? Message. And for on result executed, so here this all things is okay, just change here the name executed. Okay, and the remaining values will be same for controller and action. Okay, dot toString on result executed. Okay, now after result execution we have to draw the line, so we will add log execution time, and inside of that we draw the line, dotted line. Okay, so this dotted line. Okay, now one change is remaining for exception. If exception is generated, then what we will do? So void public void on exception, exception context, and filter context. So filter context, give it the name filter context. For on exception we will use this same code of this same. Okay, we have to create line after executing exception. Okay, and in this code we have to change something. This same controller is okay, action is okay, and here after exception we will add in place of this the message. Okay, the message is will be remove this name and add here. Okay, plus plus add the message of yours. What message? Filter context dot exception message. So filter context dot exception dot message from the system, right? It's okay now. Okay, let's check the code. It's okay. This path is for this data folder and data.txt. So when the log executed, it will send to this data.txt. Okay, save it and let's save this controller side method. Okay, and before this we will add this track execution times class here. Okay, so the processing will be add here, and before add we will add this common, because inside of the common folder this track execution time class file. Okay, let's begin. Use the namespace using application name web application 3 dot common, and here the class file name track execution time. Here also add this track execution time, right? Save this and now we will run. My controller name is custom and I will run this index method. So let's run the browser and use the name of the controller custom index method. Run it. Index action is invoked. Okay, let's check the log file because index action is invoked. So the two messages of the log file will be added into the text file. Let's check it and save this yes to all, because log file will be generated after this click. Check this data.txt. See, this on action executing method is executed on this 632 and this executed on action on 632, and two times we have done this double click. So this two times it's appear. Okay, now again go to the browser and let's check this controller method of the controllers action welcome method. Okay, welcome method is for exception filter execution. Okay, so let's in place of index write welcome and run it. Okay, you can see here it's asking there is exception is executed and send the log, send the error to the log file. So you click on yes to all and check data.txt. You can see here welcome method is generated and executing on this time. Okay, and let's continue it. Okay, So yes to all. Again, the index welcome method is and executed and occur exception occur time is displayed here. Okay, so this type you can do the programming. You can see here I have displayed this log error message file here. Okay, so this is my end of video tutorial. Thank you for listening my video. If you like this video, please subscribe it, share it, and and like it. Thank you. Have a great day.